Hello there, readers. Welcome to Wednesday, February 17th, 2021. For reading today, we're going to go over the vocab words like we always would on the second day of the week, and also go over some other things that you're going to be doing. So we're still going to be working in our packet, but I did want to mention for reading, remember to read 20 minutes every day too. That's just so important, especially since we're not having small group this week. Make sure that you're reading and identifying the things that the skills that we've gone over for that week are focusing on. So this week would be fact and opinion and prefixes. So make sure you notice those when you read. That would be really awesome to share next week. I did realize that I did not go over with you on Monday the video that goes with fact and opinion. And I know you don't always love those videos, I know, but it's on the Reading Street website. And I just think sometimes videos help things click, and I want you to click. So I'm sharing my sound, I'm sharing the video. We're just gonna take 1 minute and watch this, okay? Just to recap, what is fact and opinion? Let's go.
My brother plays the tuba in the school band. He practices every night, and I watch the clock the whole time. Sometimes a few minutes feels like a few hours. Last night, he blew the tuba for 45 seconds straight, and that's a fact. A fact is a statement that can be proved true by reading, observing, asking an expert, or checking a reliable reference. My watch is a very reliable reference. Anyway, I think the tuba is loud. Actually, I think it sounds horrible. Of course, this is just my opinion. An opinion is a statement that cannot be proved true, and it might be signaled by phrases such as I think or I feel. Right now, I feel like hiding his tuba, but instead, I'll just keep an eye on my watch.
Okay. So I just wanted to make sure to show that to you. I know it's not a huge deal, but I think some of those videos are important. Okay, anyway, we're on day 2, which is actually your Wednesday. Now, please open your Reading Street books. Yes, actually do it, please. We're going to go over the skill for vocabulary as well as the words. So you're reading a pretty cool story this week called Rocks in His Head. Now, if you were to think about that story, Rocks in His Head, and what is this about? You're going to be listening to figure it out today. Rocks in His Head is obviously, we can predict, he has an interest towards rocks. You can see him up in his, looks like he's going upstairs, so maybe an attic. And maybe he's just really thinking and loving about rocks. I'm not going to tell you any more than that. So find meaning in the story by noticing the vocabulary words. So please turn your Reading Street book to page 92. Our strategy for this week, our focus for this week for our skills are multiple meaning words. Multiple meaning words mean what they say, mean more than one thing. So I might say bat. There's a bat flying through the house. Well, if I look in a dictionary, bat might have more than one meaning. I know a bat can fly, it's an animal, and I know a bat that I hit with a ball. I know those two kind of bats. Now, how would I figure out which one they mean? They're both spelled the same. How do I figure out which one they mean? Oh, yeah, what Mrs. Coder says all the time. Look at the sentences around it. So look for the meaning in the sentence. So looking for context clues. Okay, so for example, here's another one. Bug. Ooh, it means an insect or annoy. Bug means insect or annoy. I think we can think of someone that's bugged us before. And an insect always bugs me. Those bugs are always flying around. So bugs bug me. But anyway, so try the meaning of the word in the sentence. And if it makes sense, then it's the right meaning. If it doesn't make sense, try the other meaning. So that's the strategy we're going to use when we read this week, figuring out the meaning of unknown words and noticing that it has more than one definition. So remember, in the back of your book is the glossary. You can always look up the definitions of these words in the glossary to do a double check if you're doing the assignment today and you need to remember what it's about. You can go, of course, there to figure it out. So let's run through the vocabulary words. As you can see on the left here, we have chores, labeled, stamps, attic, board, customer, spare. Oh, I can figure, one of these words sounded familiar, like it could mean more than one thing. Like the word bored. Oh, it sounds like, I'm so bored, I have nothing to do. Mrs. Kodish is in Florida and I'm so bored. I know, don't be bored without me. I know, your heart's breaking. But there's another board, oh, that board sounds creaky in the floor. Or I need a board to be able to build something, or I'm jumping off the diving board. So it means more than one thing. So we have to figure out what it means based on the sentence sometimes. All right, you stay on this page. Do it. Do it. I'm going to go back and we're going to talk about some vocab. We're just going to run through these as a review. And so here we go. Attic.
Attic.
You can hear it, hopefully. If not, I'm speaking enough for everybody anyway. Attic. So an attic, as we know, is the space in a house just below the roof and above the other rooms. So that space in between. A sentence could be, there are stairs that lead to the attic. Another word for this could be a loft. Raise your hand if you've ever been up in an attic or a loft. I don't like to go up there, but we have one. Ask your parents if you have one. The door to ours, or the opening to ours, is in the closet in the room I'm at right now. Weird, crazy, scary. No, thank you. So some people store things up in attics. So ask your parents if you have one. All right, board.
Board.
Is our next word. It is a group of people who manage something. Oh, that's what it means. So it's not either one of the things we said. So that means this spelling for board can mean a floorboard or piece of wood. And it can also mean a group of people. We have people that make really good decisions on our school board. And so it's a group of people that make decisions for our school. Some of your moms are on the PTO. That's kind of like a board. It's a group of people that help our school in many awesome ways. So a sentence for this word would be, the board of directors plans what our organization will do each year. All right. Chores. Ew, I don't want to do chores. Yeah, you know, you said it. It means small tasks or easy jobs that you have to do regularly. Oh, every day from school, I have to go and check to see if the dishwasher's clean and unload it. That's my daughter. She does that. And so sometimes chores are things that we have to do around the house to help out. And so a sentence can be, 2 examples of household chores are laundry and making the beds. Oh yeah, I gotta go make the bed. Other words or synonyms for this can be tasks and errands. Tasks and errands. Next word, customer.
Customer.
A customer is someone who buys goods or services. We talked about this in Michigan history. So customers buy goods and services. Another word for it could be like a buyer, a shopper, okay? A customer. Think about a store you've been a customer at. Oh, Meijer, we all have been there. Dollar store, the Mercantile, the Nickel, the gas station. Yeah, we've all been there. So we've been customers at some time when we exchange money for goods. All right, labeled.
Labeled.
As I showed you in science or anything around your house can have a label. A label is you write like nutrition facts on something. So check out your cereal. It'll have some kind of label on it that shows how healthy it is or how much protein it has in it or fiber. Just check it out. So a label can look like this. Oh, I need to label my school stuff next to me so I know when Mrs. Kodish says, get out your spring math, boom, it's labeled. There's that folder. Just like the 2 folders I gave you. I labeled them for you in marker. Next word, spare. All right, this can be a multiple meaning word as well. It means extra. Oh, so if I say, oh, I have a spare pencil, you can have mine. I have an extra. I need a spare tire. Mine blew up. Okay, so spare means extra. And a synonym for this could be extra or additional for the word spare. Okay? And our final word is stamps. When we mail something, we need to put a stamp on it. You might have noticed in the books that you borrowed from Mrs. Provincial or myself, I put a stamp in there and it says who the book belongs to. But oftentimes on mail that you receive, check it out, it has a stamp. And it is a small piece of paper with like glue on the back that little tiny stamp is worth money. Someone paid money to get that stamp so they could send out that mail. So that stamp allows you to send out that mail, and it is a way to pay for what you're sending. Okay. So I know that was fast, but you can always watch this video again, or you can get on the Reading Street website or look in the glossary for these words. So for today, Wednesday, what I want you to do, again, I'll share my screen so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Remember to try before we go and ask mom and dad for help, right? Yes, Mrs. Kodish. And then, so anyway, in your packet, it says Wednesday, and today's Wednesday, so that's perfect. You're going to do a little vocabulary. And we've done these pages before. So fill in the sentence with the word. Of course, you do not have to do the bottom. You never have to do the bottom where it says write something. On the back of this one, so this is all of your morning work besides writing. This is multiple meaning words. So it means that a word means more than one thing. So we're going to practice multiple meaning words by doing this page. This is page 276. Again, this is what it looks like. Number one, so you're going to read this little story. My brother has had many hobbies. First, he collected stamps. He filled his desk with envelopes full of stamps. Then he started building model airplanes. He hung the models from his ceiling and saved the spare parts in a big box. Now he started to play chess. He always has a game set up on the floor. Mom complains about the clutter, but she doesn't really mind. Maybe someday he'll be president of a museum board, she says. Okay, number one, does stamps mean small sticky papers that stand for postage paid? From this story, did you understand that stamps means this first definition, or it means this second definition, pounds one's foot loudly on the floor? I don't think this story talked about pounding your foot really hard on the floor. So what I would do is, honestly, you don't have to rewrite this, just circle it as being the one. Then number two, does spare mean a bowling score or extra? So you go back and find the word spare in the story, which is right here, and reread the sentence. He hung the models from his ceiling and saved the spare parts in a big box. So does spare mean bowling, score, or extra? Circle it. So you're going to do that with number 3, 4, and 5. How will I know which meaning? Because I'm going to look at the story and see which one sounds like it fits, and then just circle it. All right, loves, this Wednesday, you're also going to do this fact and opinion page. You're going to write down 3 facts from this tiny little story and 3 opinions from this tiny little story. Now, if it's super duper long, draw a little line. I don't care. If this is a fact, draw the line down here to show that it's a fact. If this is an opinion, draw the line over here to show it's an opinion. Okay? I'm not worried about you rewriting it. I just want you to understand the difference between the two, and that's all I need you to do. Okay, those are the things to do for today, Wednesday. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome rest of your day. Bye, miss you. Check the mail.